Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time.
We are at Nurburgring for the 12th and final race of Season 1 of the SCRL Sun Energy Whelen Euro Elite 2 division. The number 5 of Dale Jones will be leading us to the green flags. Now beside him is the 54 of Draco. We're the starting lineup for today's race. All 17 drivers are here. Leroy Jones enters this race with a 14-point lead over David Dryberg. Leroy Jones is starting 15th. David Dryberg is starting 9th. But we also have 8 other drivers that could possibly win the championship. Manny Saudu, who is starting 11th, is 19 points behind. Mikao Ko, starting 6th, is 24 points behind. Daryl Emma, who is starting 12th, is 28 points behind. Jimmy Potter, starting 5th, 30 points behind. Dale Jones, of course, our pole setter, 32 points behind. Cian Al-Samari, starting 10th, is 36 points behind. Turd Ferguson, starting last, is 37 points behind. And Jason Larker, starting 7th, 39 points behind. We have, of course, you can gain 40 points in one race. And those 10 drivers have a shot of being the inaugural champion. There will never be another inaugural champion in this series. We have 10 drivers fighting to see who will be the very first. So a championship battle here today at Nurburgring. Without any further ado, here are the most famous words in all of motorsports. The field is rolling off for the final time this season. Doesn't look like anybody's having any problems. Nurburgring. Let's see who will be the inaugural champion of the Euro 2 division. I don't believe I've used this track many times here in the SCRL. Probably because of the camera angles. Pace car pulls in, pull them belts tight. We are racing for the 12th and final time here in Season 1 here at Nurburgring. Drivers head off towards turn number 1. Dale Jones trying to get in front of Draco. Draco pulls on the outside though. Draco with a run. Can he clear? Not yet. Still battling side by side. And Draco clears on this turn, or does he? Nope. Dale Jones fighting back. There's Leroy Jones. Oh, he's way behind now. Jeez. And there's David Dryberg right there. Remember, he came in 14 points behind. So that means he has to beat Leroy Jones by, of course, 14 spots. You get 1 point per spot until you get up to first and second. You get 40 points and then 35. So, and Dale Jones enters this race 32 points behind. If he finishes where he is right now, he will gain 35 points. So he would win the championship by 3 points if they finish where they are running that right now. Ace Horse Butt, of course, is technically eliminated from the championship contention as well as, whoa, our point. Well, Dale Jones just spun out. That did not bring out a caution. Well, we got more wrecks. E24, Macaboo. We are back. Oh, we got another car. Who was that? That's the 73 Cactus Silver Paw. Yep, Leroy Jones, our points leader. And still no caution. So Leroy Jones is now in last place. Oh, man. And leading the first lap will be Draco. 1 lap down, 9 to go here in Season 1. So Draco is the race leader. Second is Ace Horsebutt. Third is Soran. Fourth, Jimmy Potter. And fifth is Mikau Coase. Maybe that's why I don't use Nurburgring anymore, because the track is horrible. So, championship contender. Let's see. Soran is not in it anymore. Jimmy Potter will be the highest now, only 30 points behind Leroy Jones. So I guess you're looking at your Season 1 champion, at least for right now, would be Jimmy Potter with how they are running right now. Only 30 points behind. He would get 33 points where they are currently running right now. Of course, Jimmy Potter won the second event at Brands Hatch. As our leaders make their way through this turn, see if anybody has any problems on this turn. There's Jason Larker. David Dryberg makes it past. Manny Saudu, Connor Thunder, Daryl Emma, Lightning Blaze, Dale Jones, Turd Ferguson. Macaboo makes it past. Silver Paul makes it past. And we'll see if Leroy Jones makes it past. Yes, he does. Oh, Turd Ferguson just spun out. Can Leroy Jones make it? Yes, he does. So there's 1 point for Leroy Jones. And Draco will lead him off the final turn and complete lap number 2. Draco maintaining his race lead. Ace Horsebutt in second. Soran, Potter, Mikau Coase. And there's Leroy Jones. Second to last. Came in with a 14-point lead. Started in the back. Just never been able to really fight for his championship. You know, it's the luck of the draw where you start, we skip qualifying, and it'd be unfair if, well, I guess not really unfair, but people will probably say it's unfair if the driver starts up front too and, wins automatically. But we skip qualifying just to make it fair for everybody, and unfortunately Leroy Jones drew in the back of the pack and spun out early. Has just not been able to defend his championship here in the season finale. And you see Ace Horsebutt is right behind Draco. Oh, not anymore. He just spun out. Soran makes it past. Mikau Coase, Jason Larker, David Dryberg, Zien. And we go past this turn. See if anybody else slides off track. Nope, no one else off track. So Ace, who was in second, has lost quite a lot of spots. Well, Leroy Jones won't finish last, at least right now, because he's in front of Turd Ferguson as a complete lap number 3. So Draco made his return at Sebring. 6 races ago. Finished, I believe, 10th in that race. He is a former IROC Series champion. He won that title in Season 3. A multiple-time race winner. Made his return to fill out the field and has been competitive ever since. This is his first time he has led in a pretty long time, and he has a 3-second lead, so he can coast around the track if he wants to. In front of Soran, and Jimmy Potter is now in third because of Ace Horse Butt spinning off the track. So our potential Season 1 champion for the Whelen Euro 2 division is running in P3, so he would get a podium finish. Of course, we still got a long way to go. We got 6 laps remaining in this race around this 3-mile road course. Here comes the trouble turn. Let's see if he'll claim any victims. Draco slowly makes his way through. That's a smart move. Soran makes his way through. Potter, Mikau, Larker, David. Now, David is only 14 points behind Leroy Jones. So, potentially, David would get the title if he finishes 14 spots ahead of Leroy Jones. Leroy is second to last right now. So that would be 14 points. Yes, it would. It'd actually be 15 because, So Jimmy Potter would not be our championship points there because he's 30 behind. It would be David Dryberg, I believe, right there. Whoops. There he is. But, of course, we still got 6 to go, so anything could happen. Leroy Jones is closing in on Kaka Silverpaw and Macaboo. Mikau Koz just spawned off the track. 4th in points, 24 points behind. That will make her lose a lot of spots. Can Leroy Jones capitalize? No, he's too far behind. So Mikau Koz, who was in 4th, lost a spot. That means David Dryberg will gain one. So that'll be another point for David Dryberg. Draco slowly driving his way around this track. Takes it nice and easy through the double turn. Looks like no one else is spinning out. And this is Draco's race to lose at this point, as we are at the halfway mark. As soon as he makes it around the final turn. Five laps to go. Caution is out. Caution is out. Oh boy, this will be interesting. Well, let's take a look and see what brought out the caution. So here's the cause of the caution. Mikau Koz 4th in championship points. Loses it coming out of the turn. Goes into the gravel trap. Slides way out there to the point that it triggers the caution. But at the same time, we have the 73 at Kaka Silverpaw spinning out as well. So the reason the caution came out was because of the 2 drivers spinning out instead of just 1. Well, that's the cause of caution. We'll take you back to the restart. And we are back. Going to get this race restarted with 3 laps to go. No one is out of the race. Draco is your race leader. 2nd is Soran. 3rd, Jimmy Potter. 4th, Jason Larker. 5th, David Dryberg. 6th, Yan Alsemri. 7th, Manny Saldu. 8th, Connor Thunder. 9th, Daryl Emma. And 10th is Kaka Lightning Blaze. So we got 3 laps to go here in Season 1 to see who our champion will be. Leroy Jones, who entered this race with a 14-point lead over David Dryberg, has climbed up to exactly 14th spot. Remember, David Dryberg has to beat Leroy Jones by 14 spots in order to become the Season 1 champion. So right now, David Dryberg is at game point. And the way we settle ties here in the SCRL is, of course, the same way NASCAR settles theirs, by most wins. Then you go to most top 5s, most top 10s, and then so forth and so forth. As of right now, Jimmy Potter has the official tiebreaker with scoring 1 win this season, that being that Brands Hatch. So, Leroy Jones is at game point right now. He could get extra spots and, get extra security, as we have 3 laps to go, or it could get worse. You never know. Off the final turn, Draco will lead us back to green. We're back to racing here at Nurburgring. Soran right behind him. Jimmy Potter behind him. Jason Larker and David Dryberg completes your top 5. Off into turn number 1. If we get another caution, we will go green, white, checkered. I really don't like these camera angles. Battle for positions, Ian Al-Samri has maintained their spot over Manny Saldou. Back up to the championship contender, Leroy Jones. He needs to gain another spot just to be sure over McAboo. Battle for the lead is uncontested right now, as Draco has pulled away from Soran just a little bit. Jimmy Potter over Jason Larker. There you see David Dryberg. He's got a little bit of damage to the rear end of his vehicle. Must have been where he got ran into the back during the caution. But he's staying out. You have to if you want to be a champion. And it would be somewhat controversial if David Dryberg became the champion. He would be a winless champion, which that has happened in NASCAR before. Of course, Austin Dillon won the 2013 championship, nationwide championship, I believe. Draco making his way through the treble turn. Make sure no one else has any problems. Leroy Jones. Oh no, of all the people. Man. We got another spin. Ace Horsebutt. He was in the top 15. Is there a caution? No. That's weird. Oh, man. That is bad. Leroy Jones is now in last place, so he is out of the championship, which means David Dryberg is our champion right now with 2 laps to go. If a caution comes out between now and the white, green, white, checkered will be coming. That is the last thing David Dryberg wants to see, because Dryberg will be the Season 1 champion at this point. Draco slowly making his way through the turns. Soran is right there, waiting for Draco to make a mistake. Draco, a season champion for the IROC series in Season 3, came back, as I mentioned, a couple races ago at Sebring. Has been on fire ever since. Looking to reclaim the mountain. Can he do it? Go further back. There's David Dryberg, the would-be champion. A winless champion. And there he is, poor Leroy Jones, just trying to gain any extra points he can just to salvage his championship hopes. Draco makes it through the treble turn. Leroy Jones is just hoping, pleading, praying for a caution just so he can maybe get a good jump on the restart. Keep his championship hopes alive, but it just doesn't appear that's going to happen. As Draco makes his way around for the final turn. No one has spun off track. This race will not be extended. Draco off the final turn. White flag 1 lap to go here in Season 1 of the SCRL Sun Energy Whelen Euro 2 division. Draco has led all 9 laps. Soran in second. Third, Jimmy Potter doing everything he can for a championship. Minus 30 coming in. He's going to get a podium finish unless something happens to him. Jason Larker, there would be the Season 1 champion, I believe, if I'm calculating the points right in my head. I believe it would be David Dryberg. Kaka Lightning Blaze. Looks like she'll be on her way for another top 10. Draco making his way. He's got a 1.8 second lead. It is not over as far as the battle for the win, but it is over for the championship as Leroy Jones is now in last place. Draco making his way through the final few turns. Going through the field, see if anything's going on. Not really. This has got to be a huge disappointment for Leroy Jones. I mean, he's been on fire the past few races. Starts in the back here at Nurburgring. He spun out earlier in the race. He caught back up. Was in 14th. He was on game point. We could have had a tie. But, nope. Spun out. Made a mistake. And Draco making his way to the track for the final time, into the final turn. Draco, the Dominator, is going to pick up career win, I believe, number 5 off the final turn. Draco wins here at Nurburgring. And crossing the line in 5th right there, David Dryberg, I believe, is our Season 1 champion. Here are your race results. Draco scores his first win of the season and the season finale. Second is Toran Tachi. Third, Jimmy Potter, the highest of the 10 drivers competing for the championship. Fourth, Jason Larker. Fifth, David Dryberg, I believe. With that finish, David will be the Season 1 champion. But of course, you got to tally up the results and all that. Make sure everybody passes post-race inspection. 6th, Sienna Alsemery. 7th, Manny Saldu. 8th, Connor Thunder. 9th, Daryl Emma. And 10th was Kaka Lightning Blaze. And Leroy Jones. As I mentioned before, he started in the back, got spun out, and worked his way back up to 14th. He was in position to win the championship by way of a tiebreaker, spun out, finished last. There's no way Leroy Jones will be the Season 1 champion. I'm sorry to say that. It's very disappointing for that driver. It's just how things goes. Well, we'll take it to victory lane with the number 54 car, Draco, and see who our Season 1 champion is. Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. Well, you probably can't see this because Brandon Cam messes up the points when I show the results and all that. But Leroy Jones survived by the slimmest margin in SCRL history. Leroy Jones is the Season 1 SCRL Sun Energy Whelen Euro 2 Division Champion by 2 points over David Dryberg. Despite finishing last, he finished 17th, and David Dryberg was not able to finish high up enough to win the championship. He lost by 2 points. Wow. So Leroy Jones, despite spinning twice, is still our Season 1 champion. So Leroy Jones had 2 wins, 6 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. Second, David Dryberg, no wins, 5 top 5s, and 11 top 10s. Third, Manny Saldou, 1 win. That was at Sebring, 5 top 5s, and 10 top 10s. Fourth, Jimmy Potter, 1 win, 6 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. Fifth, Daryl Emma, the dominator of the season, 3 wins, 5 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. Sixth, Mikhail Koz, no wins, 5 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. Seventh, Zian Al-Samari, 1 win. That was the inaugural race at Mazda. 3 top 5s and 8 top 10s. Eighth, Jason Larker, no wins, 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s. Ninth, Dale Jones, no wins, 2 top 5s and 9 top 10s. And 10th was Turd Ferguson, 1 win. That was a Hockenheimring. He had 3 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 11th was Soran, no wins, 2 top 5s and 5 top 10s. 12th, Keka Silverpaw, no wins, 1 top 5 and 6 top 10s. 13th was Macaboo, no wins, 1 top 5 and 5 top 10s. 14th was Ace Horse Butt, no wins, 5 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 5th, Connor Thunder, no wins, 4 top 5s but 5 top 10s. Draco won the season finale, his first win in about a year, I would say. And that 1 win was his lone top 5, and he had 3 top 10 finishes. And finishing last, Kaka Lightning Blaze only ran 4 races, won 2 of them. She had 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. Now we go to our statistics. Most starts, all of them are the same. Most wins, that will go to Daryl Emma with 3, Kaka Lightning Blaze and Leroy Jones with 2 apiece, Draco and Jimmy Potter with 1. Most top 5s, that goes to Jimmy Potter and Leroy Jones, our champion, with 6. Ace Horse Butt, David Dryberg, and Daryl Emma with 5 apiece. Most top 10s, David Dryberg with 11, Manny Saldou 10, Dale Jones, Daryl Emma, and Jimmy Potter with 9. Most poles, Daryl Emma with 3, Dale Jones with 2, Lightning Blaze, Connor Thunder, and Jason Larker with 1. Most laps completed, Dale Jones, Jimmy Potter, Leroy Jones, Mikhail Koz, and Turd Ferguson all with 108. Most laps led, that would be Daryl Emma with 21, Jimmy Potter with 20, Leroy Jones, our champion, 16, Kaka Lightning Blaze, 13, Draco, 10. Most miles completed, that would be Dale Jones, Jimmy Potter, Leroy Jones, Mikhail Koz, and Turd Ferguson all with 410. The fastest average was Autodrome de Mazda, 135.035 miles per hour, won by Zian Al-Samari. The slowest average was Circuit de Monaco, 48.853 miles per hour, won by Kaka Lightning Blaze. The biggest margin of victory was Joss Marina Circuit, 12-second victory by Daryl Emma. The closest margin was, of course, the season opener at Mazda, 0.150. Fastest pole, slowest pole is all the same thing because we skipped qualifying. Most lead changes, Hockenheimring, we had 4. Most leaders, Hockenheimring again, we had 4. Most yellows, Circuit de Monaco, we had 3 yellows. Most cars running, Nurburgring, all 17 drivers. Most DNFs, Circuit de Monaco, with 2. So that officially ends Season 1 of the SCRL Sun Energy Whelen Euro Elite 2 Division. Our champion, Leroy Jones. You will have the honor of picking what series we do next in the SCRL. So congratulations to you, and thank you all for participating in this brand new series. Hopefully it was fun, and if you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. So congratulations once again to Leroy Jones, winning the championship by the slimmest margin in SCRL history with 2 points.